All right. So we're going live. We're back with another one. Welcome to the first inning. And there's another. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about what's going on with the Yankees and Cleveland Guardians, and we're going to get into that and who's in, who's out, stuff like that, and the rest of the American League and National League playoffs as well. And we're gonna get into all that, but as well we have Roger, the big Yankee fan, with us. So say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, dear Summer. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, so big concerns, right? You know, one thing we gotta talk about is DJ LeMahieu. He's not even on the roster of the playoff. They fired Chapman off the team, and this kid Efros, he has to get Tommy John surgery, so that's terrible. Yeah, man. And then we also have to talk about who's gonna be the closer for the Yankees. So that's their big how you say problem that they have to deal with right now. But anyway, what do you think about Game 1, Yankees Guardians?
Well, the Game 1 lineups are going to be for Cleveland. Stephen Kwan, left field, leading off. Ahmed Rosario, shortstop, batting second. Jose Ramirez, third base, batting third. Josh Naylor, first base, batting fourth. Oscar Gonzalez, right field, batting fifth. Andres Jimenez, second base, batting sixth. And Will Brennan, DH, batting seventh. Austin Hedges, batting eighth, catcher. And Miles Straw, batting ninth at center field for the Indians. And the Yankees starting lineup is going to be Aaron Judge, right field, leading off. Anthony Rizzo, first base, batting second. Gleyber Torres, second base, batting third. Giancarlo Stanton, designated hitter, batting cleanup. Oswaldo Cabrera in left field, batting fifth. Josh Donaldson at third base, batting sixth. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at shortstop, batting seventh. Jose Trevino, catcher, batting eighth. And Harrison Bader, center field, batting ninth. So what I'm hoping is that the 5-day rest for the Yankees does not affect them, or they are a bit rusty, because from what I've seen, the teams that have had the bye so far have not done too well to start the playoffs. The Astros were down 4-0 last time I checked, and the Atlanta Braves were down 7-3 to the Phillies. So those were two teams with byes for the first round, and seem to have come out of the gate a little bit rusty. So I hope the Yankees don't come out of the gate a little rusty. I hope that the rest has helped them quite a bit, and they have Garrett Cole going today against Cole Quantrill, starting pitcher for the Indians.
Now, let's talk about DJ LeMahieu, right? I told you that weekend when he came back, he played the one game on Friday, and we never saw him again, I think, right? Or did he
came in for one more game against Texas?
No, on Friday he played, and then he was out Saturday, and then he played Sunday, right? The last game at Yankee Stadium, was it?
Yes.
So I told you that he was hurt. You know, because if he didn't play 2 days in a row, that means he was hurt somewhere. You know, and then that means that's really big, that he must be super hurt, because he's not even on the roster to play. You know?
I know that's a big loss for the Yankees, but I mean, if he's not able to play, then it's better that he sits it out rather than trying to be in there.
Yeah, because right, like, even though you have a hurt foot, doesn't mean you can't hit. You know what I'm saying? You could pinch hit. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But I mean, he could even be like that guy, oh man, I just slipped my mind. the guy from the Dodgers that hit the pinch hit home run in the World Series.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
And he did the fist pump as he went around second base.
Right.
Yeah, so he could be a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? So it must be really serious that his foot must be really hurting that bad, man. That he can't even probably walk on it. But you know what? He was working out with the team though.
Right. Well, let's see if the Yankees advance. That maybe he may be in the championship series round. We'll see how it goes. But Carpenter will be back, and I guess they will be using Carpenter off the bench.
Yeah, true though. But I don't think LeMahieu is gonna be back, man, because that type of foot injury with the toe type of thing, that hurts for a while. You know, unless he wears like a bigger sneaker, a bigger shoe with some socks, you know, and taped up. I mean, that's the way he's gonna be able to, you know, like a basketball player would do it. You know what I mean? I mean, then he would be able to do it, but it must be that bad that he can't play.
Exactly. I think you're right, and it's a big loss for the Yankees there. And Giancarlo Stanton will be a designated hitter tonight, and I guess they will be using Carpenter off the bench.
Well, that's good because Matt Carpenter, he's always a pinch hitter type of guy anyway.
Right.
You know, and as we saw those last few games that he was getting hot, he was coming in and getting pinch hit singles and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. He had 15 homers for the Yankees in this brief period of time now.
And they say that on the mandatory practice, which we're going to get into in a second because of Chapman, this guy, I forgot his name, Matt Carpenter, he hit a home run off of Nestor Cortez, too.
Yes, I heard about that.
You know, so that's a good thing. And then mandatory practice, this idiot, Aroldis Chapman, was supposed to show up, and he never showed up to practice, man. So now he got fired.
Right, exactly. Well, he's definitely off of the this round of the playoffs anyway.
Nah, he's not coming back, man, period. Yeah, he's not coming back, man. They fired him, man. They're done with him, and that was their reason to get rid of him. And he's never going to pitch as a Yankee ever again. Trust me when I tell you.
I see.
You know? So now that goes into the problem of who's going to be the closer for the championship series. Well, I mean, division series.
Right. At this point, they're going to have to go by committee. Wandy Peralta is just coming back. Clay Holmes has been touch and go. Clay Holmes, you know, really did very poorly the second half. Clay Holmes, they have Johnny Lasagna, Jonathan Loaisiga, they have Trevino, you know, so they're going to have to go by committee.
You know what? I think you know who'd be a good candidate for closer would be Loaisiga.
Right, Loaisiga is a type of pitcher, though, even though he has a very high-velocity fastball. He hits a lot of bats. He doesn't have a lot of swing and miss stuff, and he's going to have to depend on the infield because they put the ball in play against him a lot.
Well, that's okay because you got 8 guys to get an out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, not every closer was ever strike out anyway. There was a lot of closers or whatever pitchers that are just ground ball pitchers. You know what I mean? When they throw the ball, they get ground balls out of it. You know, so you know he's one of those guys that get ground balls a lot.
Right, exactly.
You know,
there's a lot that do that.
So that's a good thing. So, you know, let's see what happens with that, man. But I think if the Yankees could figure out their problems with that right there, they should be fine. But I think they actually have a good roster.
Oh, yes. I am feeling pretty positive about this series against the Guardians. Yeah, I'm feeling very positive about it. The Yankees split the final series against Texas, but they were kind of resting players and taking it easy. But I'm feeling pretty positive about this series against the Guardians.
Yeah, even though they won against who
Right.
the Tampa Bay Rays. That was a good series too, man. And but you know, as watching those series, right? They didn't get many hits in those series.
Oh,
They were shut down to zero.
exactly. The Guardians only hit 127 home runs as a team this year. Jose Ramirez, and the games were it was just 1-0 with the Gonzalez home run in the 15th inning of the second game. The Guardians defeated the Rays 2-0. The Phillies defeated the Cardinals 2-0, and Seattle beat Toronto 2-0, and the Mets unfortunately lost to the Padres 2-1, and the Mets fell down at the end of the year. The Mets lost the series to the Atlanta Braves, where all they had to do was win one game against the Atlanta Braves on the road, and they would have clinched the division and a bye to the division series. It would have ended up playing the Phillies, but they kind of choked against the Braves, and then they struggled against the Padres in the wild card series, and Buck Showalter even checked Joe Musgrove because he felt his ears were shiny and thought that he may have had some type of substance on his ears that he was using because his spin rate was up very high when he was facing the Mets, and the Mets only got one hit off of Musgrove in the final game.
What game was that again? That was game 2, or
that was the final game.
That was game 2. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up though. But go ahead, keep going.
Well, I was saying that the Mets lost the first game to the Padres, did win the second game, and then lost the third game 6-0, and only got one hit off of Joe Musgrove. And Musgrove had like shiny ears, as if he had some type of substance on his ears. And his spin rate was very high. It had gone up by 500 revolutions per minute. And Buck Showalter even asked to check him, and the umpires apparently didn't find anything. But that was a little bit of a controversy there. And the Mets ended up only getting one hit, and they were eliminated before the Yankees have even started the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Let me see if I can find that one thing. But that was a great pitching matchup too, man. Blake Snell too. I got his autograph, Blake Snell.
Right, exactly. Blake Snell. And also what happened is in the in the wild card series, Max Scherzer really spit the bit and gave up 4 home runs and 7 runs in the first game. And then DeGrom pitched a decent game in the second game, and the Mets did end up winning. But Scherzer really spit the bit in the first game, allowing 4 home runs to the Padres.
Yeah, man. I really wanted the Mets to go all the way because, I like to see the Subway Series, man.
Exactly. I was rooting for the Mets, too, in the National League. And I was kind of rooting for the Cardinals, too, because of St. Louis Dave. But our team is in it, and I feel confident that the Yankees will have a good series against Cleveland.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Cardinals because of Pujols and Yadier Molina.
Right, exactly. The Cardinals have, they have Jordan Hicks in the bullpen, the Cardinals had. And, of course, they had Adam Wainwright, Miles Michaelis, Jordan Montgomery. And then they had great players like Yadier Molina, Paul Goldschmidt, Albert Pujols, Nolan Arenado. And they looked really good. And the Padres, of course, look good with Yu Darvish as a pitcher, Sean Manaea as a pitcher. They have Josh Bell in the infield. They have Brandon Drury over there, too. And, of course, they picked up Juan Soto.
That's right. And
the Phillies were looking really good. They have Brad Hand in the bullpen, and Zach Wheeler is really their top pitcher.
Oh my God, what's that guy's name from the Phillies that he looked like a pirate, yo?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That was like, yo, what the hell does this guy look like? I mean, my God, like his beard is
I
like
don't
down
have
to
the
his.
lineup pulled out right now, but I'm thinking. I know we have JT Real Muto at catcher, Reese Hoskins at first base, Alec Boehm at third base, Kyle Schwarber in the outfield, Bryce Harper in the outfield.
Yeah, them guys are pretty good, man. But I don't think they got it, man. Even though I saw them winning, though, they were winning against the Braves earlier. I gotta get to
Right,
that
that's what I
game.
was saying. That as of this point in time, I hope the Yankees are not rusty because the two teams that did have the buys, the Braves and the Astros, are behind against teams that played in the wild card series.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So like I hope it's kind of like a one way or the other. You want to get the rest, but then you don't want to become rusty, and then the other teams are coming off of momentum of winning the wild card series.
Yeah, I mean, on that game today, the Braves lost to the Phillies 7-6.
Okay, so the Phillies did come back with 3 runs then because they were down 7-3. Okay, so they did lose, and I don't have an updated score on the Astros and Seattle.
Mariners is 6-3 in the top of the fifth inning right now.
What was that?
It's 6-3 in the top of the fifth inning.
6-3 Seattle.
Yeah, 6-3 Seattle in the top of the fifth.
And also, we're picking our poison between Seattle and Houston because Seattle has Paul Sewald in the bullpen, Diego Castillo in the bullpen. They have pitchers like Robbie Ray and Luis Castillo. And then they have guys like Cal Raleigh in the lineup as catcher, Adam Frazier at second base, Jared Kelenic at an outfield, Mitch Haniger in outfield. So we're picking our poison, really. But I think even with Luis Castillo in the Mariners pitching roster, I think I still might rather play Seattle than Houston.
Yeah, I still rather play Seattle than Houston. I don't want to go to because we have bad things with Houston already, man. With all the stupidity, and then when we go play over there, there's always something stupid that happens. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, even Mariano gave up a walk-off home run to Ichiro over there.
Right, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, things happen in Houston all the time. Well, not Ichiro. I'm sorry, not Ichiro. I said Ichiro got a walk off of Mariano in Seattle. The other one got the walk off Altuve. I meant to say.
Right, Altuve, exactly. And I do have the Yankees' final hitting statistics. They hit 241 as a team, good for 15th in the majors. They had 254 home runs, which was first in the majors. They had 764 runs batted in, which was second in the majors. 807 runs scored, which was second in the majors. And they had 1,308 hits as a team, which was only 16th in the majors. And their team pitching earned run average was 3.30, and the Yankees ended up with 99 wins on the year.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I thought they would win a lot more, man, but hey, as long as we came out on top and won the division, that's all I really asked for is for them to win the division, and they deserve to win the division.
Yeah, yes.
And you know what? And if the Yankees never played horribly in August, they probably would have beat their own record of 114 wins.
Right, exactly. They had a stretch from July 9th to August where they won 18 wins and 31 losses. And that's what brought them down. But they still ended up with 99 solid wins. And, in the beginning of the year, they were really on a pace for something like 120 wins. They did have that slump from July through August. But they did finish solidly. They hit 254 home runs as a team. Aaron Judge is the American League record home run champion. Oh, did you happen to see Chasing History that I sent you?
Yeah, I was checking that out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was from NYY Recaps. He's a really good Yankee content creator that comes on after every game and does a recap.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah. But I was gonna say, wouldn't it be cool, right? If Aaron Judge hits 10 more home runs or 11 or more home runs, right? I wonder if they would add that to the home run record.
No, they wouldn't. They would be considered postseason home runs.
Yeah, that would suck though, right? But imagine if they did, he could probably still do it.
Yeah, they would consider that postseason home runs. Mickey Mantle has the most World Series home runs. You know, there's guys that have passed him in postseason home runs because Mickey Mantle had no playoff. You know, at that time there were 8 teams in each league, and the team with the best record went right into the World Series, won the pennant, and went into the World Series. So Mickey Mantle did not have the playoff rounds to go through, but Mickey Mantle is still the leader in World Series home runs with 18.
Wow, 18 home runs. That's a lot, man.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think that record will ever be broken.
Right, he was in the World Series from 51 through 64.
And you know something too, though. I think records like that, like Roger Maris's home run record being broken, and stuff like that. I know that the Hall of Fame doesn't put you in because of feats, right? Accomplished, but they should put you in the Hall of Fame because you broke some crazy record like that. You know, that's something that's never gonna be done, and it's done. You know what I mean?
Like Maris never made the Hall of Fame. He had that one year. You know, the next year, listen to this. Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961. And the next year, he hit 33 home runs, and they called him the flop of the year after hitting 33 home runs the next year.
Wow, that's still a lot. That's better than normal. And
next year, and they consider him a flop.
Wow, that's serious.
And then Roger Maris was traded in the late 60s. He was traded over to the St. Louis Cardinals, and then he worked with Bush. And he got a brewery. He got a beer brewery and made a lot of money in retirement. But then he tragically died fairly young in the mid '80s.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's sad though, but yeah, man, stuff like that, you know, should put you in the Hall of Fame though. You know.
Yeah, they do have the Maris memorabilia, the bat and the balls and the uniform, and they have an exhibit. But he does not actually have a plaque, and he's not a member of the Hall of Fame himself as a player.
Right, that's like Pete Rose.
Right.
He's banned from the Hall of Fame or whatever have you, but they still have his jersey and bats and all that on display inside the museum.
Right, exactly. He's the all-time hit leader of the majors.
You know, they have his jersey, his hat there. I mean, they have a whole shrine to Pete Rose, actually.
Right.
You know, so which is pretty cool, man. People should go check out the Hall of Fame if they can ever make it up there.
Oh, yes. I was there in 2000. It's on my bucket list for you and I to make a trip up there somehow in the future. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man. We gotta rent the car somehow.
Right. We'll have to do something or take a bus up there or whatever.
Bus, forget about it. That's the most horrible thing you can do. I've done it one time, and that was the worst thing.
Oh, yes.
You're in the middle of nowhere. That's crazy.
Right, I know. But I have to go the way I can go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But yeah, man. Hopefully. Oh, and another thing too. Now, teams have to actually pitch to Aaron Judge now.
Right, exactly. The Guardians were talking about they are going to show him respect, and depending on situations, they may be very careful with him. But for the most part, they will pitch to him.
Well, actually, I mean, you don't have to pitch to Judge at this point in time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's on you. If you don't want to, if you want to pitch to him, that's on you. But we rather you not pitch to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll take the walk.
Exactly. Maybe be on base.
Yeah, and we'll have him on base. And you seen what happened in those 3 weeks. They walk Aaron Judge, and they always end up scoring somehow.
Right. And John Carlos Stanton, who had been terrible for the second half of the year, finally started to pick it up at the end. At the end, hitting several home runs and doing a bit better. Let's hope that this layoff didn't affect him at all.
Probably got him a little better, man, because you know these guys are used to not playing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they're used to being thrown in the fire like that. So
Exactly.
they're used to this already of not playing, sitting down, and then go play.
Right.
You know, they're used to that. So I think they will be fine. You know, I think just wait for something to happen. You know,
Exactly.
but the Yankees have to make the pitcher pitch. You know, stop swinging at the first pitch and grounding it out and automatic out of the first pitch. They have to let this guy pitch. Let him throw 3 pitches. You know, because one of them is going to be a ball anyway, or 2 of them is going to be a ball. You know, so
Right.
let him throw 2 or 3. You know, and then protect the plate.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what they have to do. And then and the one that's gonna really do that is Aaron Judge, because he's been seeing a lot of balls and you know what I'm saying, inside strikes and stuff like that. So he's gonna have a better eye than anybody at this point in time. So yeah, if you throw to Judge, he's gonna hit it.
Exactly. Exactly. By the way, your latest vlogs are excellent, just like I love all your vlogs. And that was a fantastic view of Aaron Judge's 60th home run to tie Babe Ruth. And that
Yeah,
was
man. What happened was I got the new GoPro camera, and see how it's pretty clear, right? The GoPro camera with the little red lighthouse.
Yes, that was an excellent video. Those videos are always fun.
Yeah, that's a real clear one. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, and also that day, I didn't get to record it, but I had a conversation with the park ranger and the red-tailed hawk, right? And he was so fascinated that the red-tailed hawk is a Yankee fan.
Oh wow! Yeah, you told him about the red-tailed hawk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I showed him what it looks like. He was amazed that he always hangs out by the American flag. I was like, yeah, and the hawk is an American because he hangs out by the American flag all the
Oh,
time.
he also sits on top of the facade too.
Yeah, he hangs out by the side, but it's always by the American flag.
That's true. That's true.
It's always that corner. You know what I mean? Up there on section 405, up there. And what he was telling me is that they definitely do live, all of them, a lot. There's a big population that's living in the George Washington Bridge, under the George Washington Bridge. And,
Wow.
and they're populating. And what they do is they don't really make nests or anything. They just hang out on the ledges.
Wow.
You know, and if they have to lay some eggs or whatever, they lay it on the edge on the bridge or wherever have you, and they just hang out with it there. And
Wow.
what they're eating in New York City, these birds are feeding off of pigeons and subway rats and rats, period.
Oh.
You know, so there's plenty of rats and there's plenty of pigeons. So
Yeah.
so the red-tailed hawk is thriving, man. Thriving. So yeah, they're pretty happy about that.
Right, but there's that one that always comes over.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. He was like, yeah, man, he was really wanting to see Judge hit number 62, man.
Right. Right.
And, you
I
know,
like in the number 60 video, the red-tailed hawk was sitting on top of the foul ball.
yeah, and he was swinging it back and forth. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
You know, and two, the red-tailed hawk, the park ranger was amazed because I was like, yo, the red-tailed hawk stays there for hours watching the game, and I told him there's loud noises, the music is loud, the screaming, and the red-tailed hawk is just chilling watching the game like they a fan.
Did you show the ranger any of the pictures?
Yeah, I showed him all of them. Yeah, he was like, wow, man, that's amazing, man. And he was like, and I was like, yo, it'd be up there for hours, man. So I told him maybe he likes to see the ball travel in the air. I thought maybe that maybe amazes him, you know, to see the ball travel.
Well, he just could be attracted to all the activity, you know, all the people, the music, the scene.
Well, it's definitely a feeding ground for him because he eats the pigeons that fly around there, the rats that are running around, and there's a bunch of bucket chicken and fries and all kind of stuff laying around there.
Exactly.
You know, but the thing is, though, and the funny part is, though, the red-tailed hawk shows up in the beginning of the game, not at the end of the game. He showed up at the beginning of the game.
Why?
You know, so he's actually a fan. You know, he might be Roger Maris reincarnated as a hawk. You never know.
Oh my goodness, yeah. My goodness. Like if he's eating a bunch of hot dogs, it would be Babe Ruth.
Yeah, right. Definitely, it would be the Babe Ruth. Yeah, it would be Babe Ruth. Yeah, it's true, man.
By the way, and I wanted to say that I had a very enjoyable season with you and Bryson and seeing games this year. And we got to 11 games together. We got to 2 in April, and we went to the World Trade Center. We got to 2 more, and the Somerset Patriots in June. We got to 4, and you got to 5. We got to 4 together from July into August, and then 3 at the end of the year. So we got to 11 games altogether, and it was a really enjoyable season, and I'm looking forward to 23. I'm going to start saving my money as soon as possible to get us set up for next year.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to pay that bill now to do the same so I can get in next year as well, man. But yeah, it was a great season, man. Also, I wanted to say because of the GoPro, I had to buy a new program. I actually bought a new program for the computer, and yeah, I downloaded it, and now I got all these special effects that I could put in the videos now. So you're gonna see a lot of effects in there now.
Each year, you're improving more and more on the vlogs.
Yeah, now I got the idea now. You know, when I scan my ticket and you hear Bob Shepard say "Welcome to Yankee Stadium."
Right.
Well, when I scan the ticket now, I'm gonna have it where it blows up.
Wow.
A little explosion when I scan my ticket. So I was gonna, you know, little things like that, and I'm gonna put in there. I got a whole bunch of stuff to put in there.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Henry and shout out to Virgo Smith on the check-in, man. It's time for 28. You know what I mean?
Yes, thank you for supporting us, Virgo.
Swing at first pitch if it's something you can do with it only. You know what? I'm not a big fan of swinging at the first pitch. That's never a good idea to do, man. The only person I know that was really good at that was Derek Jeter, swinging at the first pitch, and he got a lot of first pitch home runs off of that. You know, I think Derek Jeter has the franchise record, right, of first pitch home runs.
Yeah, I think so. But the reason that they may do that is they feel that the pitcher is going to just try to get ahead with a strike to start the game off.
Well, yes, like a Verlander's going to do that to you. Verlander's going to do that to you. He's going to throw that puppy right on the corner. Bam! First strike. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and it's usually a meatball, which is true. So, yeah, sometimes... Well, sometimes the first pitch is a good time, yes, but you got to understand one thing, okay? You want to tire out the pitcher, okay? So in the beginning of the game, I get it. They throw the pitch right down the middle, bang, for a first strike, right? But the thing is, if you swing at that first pitch strike and getting out, you just lower his pitch count down. That means he's going to be stronger in the later innings. So if you let him throw that strike, or even if you get to foul it off, which is better if you could do that. I'd rather you foul it off, but I'd rather you not swing at all. Let him build up that pitch count. Get to 2 strikes, right? Get to 2 strikes. Work him. Now, that one pitch at bat, 1 out pitch at bat turns into 5 pitches, 6 pitch, 7 pitch at bat. Because you found the pitch off now. You see? So, yeah, so if you do that, you got 6 pitches on the first guy. The second guy comes up. He works the batter. Now that's another 5 pitches, let's say, right? Now he's up to 10 pitches, 11, 12 pitches in the first inning. Now you go to the third guy, and you can get him up to 15 or 16, 17, 18 pitches in the first inning. You know, so you want to raise that pitch count. You know what I mean? And you got to get to that bullpen early. Getting to the bullpen is key. Because a lot of those guys, throw 100 miles an hour all the time, but they mess up a lot too.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? They mess up a lot too. And that's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
The games have increased in length, and there's a variety of reasons why the games have increased in length. But one of the reasons is because of the high velocity now, and there's so many more foul balls in the game now than there used to be.
But yes. And then you have the pitchers like Glass now, let's say, that he's going to throw 3 pitches right down the middle. Fastball, boom, fastball, boom, fastball, boom. You know what I'm saying? So, baseball has changed dramatically where, you know, like, you want the guy to throw that first pitch and you think he's not going to throw it again, and he throws it again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, hit it, and you see it, and you just swing and miss it. You know?
Exactly.
You know, there's a lot of fooling going on in baseball now. Yeah.
I have some good vibes about this series.
Yeah, I mean, right now they don't have Tristan McKenzie in their lineup against Cleveland with Cleveland. So yeah, they're going. You know, they right now the Cleveland is hurt. They're coming in limping. You know, because they don't have the pitching rotation that they should have, and their bullpen is worked. So
well, they have to use Bieber and Tristan McKenzie to beat the Rays.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. So now we're playing against their 3rd and 4th and 5th starter.
Exactly, but the deal, which is kind of weird, is the Yankees play tonight, and then they don't play tomorrow. They're off again tomorrow. And then they play Wednesday, and then they're off again, and then they play 3 games in a row, including 2 in Cleveland and flying back to New York.
Oh, I thought they played Thursday again. Tuesday and it's Thursday.
I think they play Tuesday today.
And they play Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday. I'm sorry. they play a game, then they have a day off. They play another game, then they have a day off. Then they play 3 in a row.
In Cleveland, right?
Well, 2 of them will be in Cleveland, and if Game 5 is necessary, we'll be back in New York.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's on Sunday, right? That game would be on. No, that game will be on Monday. Game 5 will be on Monday.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. I mean, I don't think the Yankees are gonna come back. They just win these games, and they'll probably win it over there in Cleveland.
Well, that's good. And then they'll have some time to rest again before the championship series.
Yeah. How many days until the next series, the championship series? When did that start? On Wednesday?
Let's see if I can pull it up here. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. Let's see what I can find here. Let's see here.
I had the dates on there somewhere.
Oh,
Let me put up MLB app. Postseason.
let me see what we have here.
All right, so
MLB Playoff and World Series schedule 2022. See what we have here. We have
October 18th. When is October 18th?
let's see, today is the 11th. So 7 days from now will be next Tuesday.
Yeah, so that's when they're gonna. Oh, so no, a game one American League Championship Series is on that Wednesday, and the National League starts Tuesday.
Right.
Of next
Here we
week.
are on Sunday. I see. Okay.
Next week.
Sunday is October 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Monday is October 17th. The Yankees would play Monday, October 17th, if they had to go to Game 5.
Yeah, exactly. And then if they win, they gotta play the 19th. They get a day off, and they play the 19th.
Right, exactly.
You know, so yeah, they're gonna just have to play hard, man. They got Garrett Cole on the mound, and Garrett Cole is probably gonna hold them down to no runs, probably. You know, and the Yankees just have to score, man. That's it.
Right.
They have to come out and win and score, man, because once the Yankees start hitting, they can't be stopped.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what happens with a lot of these teams, man. Once they start getting them, especially if they're gonna walk Judge and get him on base, they normally start scoring with Judge on base.
Right, exactly. I feel pretty positive about this series.
Yeah, man. Carpenter's gonna be good. DJ LeMahieu, he's not even on the roster, so you're not even gonna see him play. So
Right.
he might not even play for the rest of the series neither, because he's injured.
Exactly. We'll have to see how it goes.
You
We'll
know?
all have to go here. And have you decided if you're going to do a live cast, or you decided if you're doing it or not?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay home today, man.
Okay, sounds good. You've got plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, I just don't feel good doing it. I don't know, for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
When I came back from New York, I had a bit of a sore throat and achiness.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's probably, well, the weather was cold, man. You had a cold from the weather.
Omicron or something. Who knows?
Yeah, well, it was bad weather, man, and it was cold, man. So you got sick from that stuff.
Right, exactly. The weather was beautiful here today. It was up around 70s today. It was a very nice day today.
Yeah, today was good, man. And then it's gonna, I think, get cold next week again or something like that.
Right, exactly. But let's hope we have a long, deep run through October, and I hope they go into November, into the World Series. It'll be a later World Series this year because of the lockout, and the last game of the World Series will be played like on November 5th.
That's the last game. Game 7 is on November 5th, or the first game?
I think that's the last game.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Right, exactly. So let's hope we have a month more of Yankees playoff baseball.
Yeah, and then we gotta wait for November, December, January, February. Then 4 months comes back spring training.
Right, exactly. And we'll hopefully be together in April.
You know, and we'll be back there again, man, for another series of vlogs, man.
Yeah, the years keep going on.
It sure does, man. But yeah, I guess we'll end it here, man.
Okay, sounds good.
You know, if anything, maybe I'll go on Thursday and maybe live stream over there. But it's a Tuesday. I'm tired and just don't feel like it.
Day at work, and just gonna rest up today. You have lots of opportunities.
Yeah, I gotta. It sucks though. It just but definitely. I mean, if they make it to the World Series and all that, I'm gonna be out there.
Right.
That's for real, for real. I'm gonna be out there, especially if they win the game and they win the World Series. I'm definitely gonna be outside after the game is over.
Oh yeah, the party in the streets.
I gotta document that. You already know.
Oh yeah.
So I'm waiting for that, man. So let's hope, man. Then the parade down the Hero Canyons and all that. So that's gonna be serious, man. So I'm already setting up my personal day.
Right, sounds good.
Anyway, so let me get out of here. I'll see y'all everyone on the next one. We'll be back on Friday with another edition of the Division Series, and we'll talk about what happened in these games. It'll be on Friday when we return. We'll be talking about Game 1 and Game 2 on Friday,
Right.
and recapping what else happened in the playoffs. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back with another one. So long, everybody, and see ya.